Konnichiwa. Thanks for joining me. Because of COVID, there's been a lot of people that have been stuck out of their dojos, a lot of people isolated. So I've been inspired to try to do a little video. I'm going to do a set of videos that are going to do basic instruction, and then another set of videos that are going to do some spontaneous, hopefully tune in for them, just a quick 5-10 minute workout. It's been really hard getting the energy and the motivation to do anything lately because everything is just so blah with stay home, wear a mask, stay 6 foot apart. Aikido is almost out of the question because you can't grab and throw without touching. Same thing with judo. So I've gone back to my karate roots, and I do community outreach programs within my community and the surrounding counties. If you're around Greene County in Virginia, please look us up, join us. We get together every Saturday. We're spaced apart. We give you option of wearing a mask in the class if you want to. But let's get on with what we came here for. Today in this video I want to cover 4 basic blocks. High block, 2 middle blocks, 1 low block. Those are your 4 basic blocks. And again, if you're tuning in and you're like a 13th degree black belt in Taekwondo, or you got your blue belt in some style and you go, hey, we don't put our hand here, we put our hand here. Just know that there are a bunch of different styles and there are a bunch of different ways of doing things. The only way you're doing something wrong is one of 2 options. Either when you're blocking high and they're striking low, or your hand is supposed to be here and you're performing in front of the people that you're paying money to make sure that your hand stays there. One of the benefits of cross-training is you come across so many different ways of doing things that there really isn't wrong. There's just style differences, and as long as your high block blocks your head, blocks high, that's what we're looking for. So with that, first off, get a nice comfortable stance. Later on, if you want to get into kibadachi, getting your horse stance and strengthen those legs, that's awesome. But for this, just relax. Feet double shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, relax yourself. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm going to reverse my hand so that you can see better, my right hand. Right hand is going to come up and it's going to come above the head. You don't want it, I'm going to turn sideways as well. You don't want it above the head because if whatever hits, it's going to hit that and come back down. You're going to want to block in front of the head. The other hand is going to come back here. It's called chambered. It's ready to strike. Now when you go to switch, because obviously you wouldn't just leave your hand up here for somebody to hit repeatedly. After you hit, you do something, they strike again, you're going for another high block. This is where the 2-hand switching style comes into play. If you drop your elbow of your top hand, your other hand comes in front, you now have a pretty good decent plus block right here. That's not a real name for it, I just made that up. A little plus block. So that this hand here, the one that was blocking, this is protecting your face in the front of anything coming in. The other one's sweeping upward. The position, the shape of this is to be like half a roof. You want the roof to be at an angle. You don't want to block here. You want it at an angle so if anything hits, that it's going to block off, roll off. Also, at the beginning levels, all we're doing is blocking. All we're doing is we are meeting force with force and we are stopping, which is what I guess the American version of the word uke means. Uke in English means to block. So you throw something at me and bam, I stop it. It's blocked. In Japanese it means to receive, which gets more into blending with the attack, receiving the attack, not so much a physical stopping of the energy. We're going to start training by the stopping of the energy. I know. But that's just the easiest way to get the form. Once you get the form, the next parts come easy, the circles, the breaking it down, doing whatever you need to do, as long as you got that basic form. So let's get back to our high block. Jodan uke, Jodan is high. Jodan aje uke, high rising block, that's how I learned it in Kenpo. Jodan aje uke. So we got our hands coming across, sweeping upward. Now this hand, this fist, it cannot be right above your head here, otherwise whatever's striking is going to hit. It's got to be over enough to block. So that's going to be a little uncomfortable on the shoulder at first because I've seen people and they're blocking like this, it's not doing its job. The block has to come here. And actually, the block is going up the center and stopping at an angle. Again, think about a roof. If this was your roof, pick half the roof and move it over to the side so you're under the protection. If it was raining, you wouldn't get rained on. All right? Jodan aje uke, high rising block or high block. Hands are in fists. Thumbs are on the outside, not the inside. Switching, breathing out. big strong burst at the end. Breathe slowly as you're doing it, as you're rising. There's a little snap at the end. That's a little more intermediate, but there's your high rising block. Second block we're going to learn. I learned this as Chudan Uke. Chudan is your middle section. There's two blocks that we're going to do in our middle section. First block is a middle outward block. What that means is we're reaching across like we're grabbing a sword or reaching something on our belt. Our elbow stays tight to us. We're bringing that hand across. Now, if you notice in the picture, I can see myself in the picture there, you don't want to bring your fist way out here. Nothing is going to hit you if it's striking out here. You only need to bring your fist as far as even, because anything striking is going to be to the outside. Once your hand is in position, the other hand reaches underneath. The new blocking hand is always on the outside, closer to the person striking, and it blocks. Now I'm going to turn sideways. You can see that this block is not down low, and this block is not right here. If you're blocking right here, it's almost too late. They're going to hit you. It's at a 45-degree angle. I've also seen this block come out to where the elbow is away from the body. It covers more distance, but again, I think that's reaching and blocking stuff out here, as opposed to keeping that elbow in. Two ways of doing it. I'm not going to criticize either one. One is reaching out and making sure that you're blocking whatever is there. The other one is like fighting in a phone booth. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Again, counting, getting that air out. Good. Second block for the midsection, soto uke. Soto uke is an outer to inner block. Basically, this hand is coming up to your ear. It's like talking on the phone, but the phone is upside down. From here, the elbow is going to swing in front and it's going to block. The fist is going to be at face level. The elbow at your mid-level here, it's protecting the face. This block can also come down lower if it's blocking the middle section, chudan. It's blocking chudan here. That's okay. So blocking here. Some videos you'll see it come across here. Some videos you'll see it come across low. That's your choice. I like to think of it as two different blocks, two different variations of the same block, and now you got two in your toolkit rather than just one. When you get lazy, when you get tired, you start to do this. Notice that if something was to hit right here and block, it would still hit me in the chest. Make sure the elbow, the shoulder get involved in this block, that you're turning. Not just turning your hips sideways, but actively rotating your shoulder and your elbow. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Very good. Now the fourth block, the basic block in karate, is going to be your low block. These help whenever you're in a lower stance, because if somebody's trying to kick your ankles and you block like this, good luck. They're still going to hit your ankles, but you got the joy of knowing, yay, look at my low block. Just understand in these, you're generally going to be in a much lower position. Your legs are going to be in a deep stance, a forward stance, a horse stance. Your body's going to want to shrink down for these. Let's get the basic movement of the low block. Right hand is going to be down. Left hand comes across, and it's like your palm is against your ear. Now, this hand does not go straight down. It comes across the middle. It's actually doing a low block already. If somebody were to try to kick you while you're preparing, you've got your block in place. Your other hand, this hand is like a guide. If you open up your finger and you point, it's pointing exactly to where that other low block goes. Good. So from here, we don't just leave the hand there and switch. We bring the hand across and switch. Hand comes across the body, upper hand by the ear, lower hand by the other pocket in front, and switch. Ich, ni, san, shi. See that? I messed up. I didn't put the hand across. Go. It gets easy to just leave that hand there. You're so worried about the hand that's going to be doing the next block, but you forget that blocking isn't just a one-handed thing. Blocking, both hands are involved in the block. When this one has the commitment to do the block, this one now is free for whatever strike you want to do. So in review, those are the four basic karate blocks that you'll learn. Pretty much no matter where you go, these are, when you're a white belt, want to be yellow belt, they're going to teach you high block, They're going to teach you a middle outward block. They're going to teach you a middle inward block. And they're going to teach you a low block. Jodan aje uke, chudan uke, soto uke, geidan uke. I don't know if I said the geidan. Geidan is kind of like get down. That's the easiest one to remember when you're starting off. Get down block. Geidan uke. Any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section. I'm hoping to put these together and make a little series of quick workouts. These are meant to be intro videos for my community outreach or you know, backyard dojo, low budget karate. If you can't afford the hundreds of dollars for a black belt club and you want some good quality, or some basics rather. If you want some basics, I hope my videos provide that to you. When you put your hands to the side before we bow, please don't slap them. Oh my God, that's cringeworthy. I've never seen that done on any videos in Japan. And Americans got this thing about slapping it together and facing different directions. Don't slap yourself. Leave that for someone else. Or block. Until we meet again. Sayonara.